people of the YouTube, how you doing? My name is Adam. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a cold today, so I'm a little bit stuffed up and stuff. But shit, that is not going to stop me from doing a review for you beautiful people. And this review today is going to be Edge of Morty, Rick Die Repeat, the first episode of season 4 of Rick and Morty. Because I find it funny and I thought I'd just review it because... Anyway, let's get on with the shit. So the episode begins with Rick and Morty around the dinner table, and Rick has to take Morty on another mission, but now he's a little bit more subservient, so to say, to his family, so he has to sort of ask permission before he can take Morty on any adventures.
I have to ask? Yes? And you seriously don't see how that's a slippery slope?
So he humbly asks Morty, much to his chagrin, to take Morty on a mission, and Morty accepts. And they go on in search of death crystals. Now, these death crystals tell you how you're going to die, basically. But because there's so many multiple different ways that you could die, and multiple different futures and multiple different universes, kind of thing, that changes all the time. And Morty finds one where he dies in the arms of his beloved Jessica.
Jessica!
And he loves Jessica so much, so he's sort of like, he wants to stick to that reality so he can get to that death, basically. So Morty is driving the spaceship back from the planet, which has these death crystals, and he's driving the spaceship. He crashes, and Rick goes flying through the window and dies. But a backup hologram of Rick comes out and starts saying, can you please get a DNA sample from the dead Rick and clone him? But Morty, so obsessed with Jessica, says he's not going to do that, which is a bit of a dick move, I think, on Morty's part. But he's not going to do that. He's going to continue on his path, so he dies in the arms of Jessica, basically. So Rick, now in hologram form, has to reanimate himself inside a clone body in various different multiple universes. So he does this, and the first universe happens to be like this Nazi universe, and this crazy Nazi universe, and we end up seeing Morty as this real sort of Hitler type, and it's quite a funny scene because he brings out a Mr. Meeseeks box. Can you see Mr. Meeseeks again?
Ooh, yeah!
And he ends up just like shooting everybody, and it's just a sort of funny scene. So that didn't work, so now Rick has to reanimate himself in another body, another clone body, in another multiple universe, and this time he comes back as like this shrimp version of Rick, but who also happens to be a Nazi. And this just keeps going on, and in the meantime, Morty is just wandering around with his death crystal stuck in his head, like aimlessly wandering to try and get to the future where he dies in Jessica's arms. And it's such a fucking weird, crazy episode, it really is. And there's hints of Akira in it, the anime cartoon. I've seen, like, one of the very few anime cartoons I've actually seen. I'm not a big anime guy. I know Akira, and I know like Golgo 13 or something like that. But that's like the only ones I really know. But Akira is a big influence on this episode, as well as obviously Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat, starring Tom Cruise. It's what this is based off of. Also, but yeah, it's a really funny episode, basically, and this goes on, and Rick has to get back into a body. Morty has to sort of come to the realization that he's just a fucking dickhead, and he's just like trying to fucking die in the arms of this Jessica girl. And but it's one of the better episodes. It's like started off really, really strong. I definitely recommend watching it. If you like Rick and Morty, if you know Rick and Morty, then you'll already be watching it anyway, but you'll know how funny it is. And there's some of the scenes are really hilarious. Like the specific scene that really cracked me up. I can't remember the teacher's name, but they go into one reality, and the teacher, they're all the Ricks are wasps, and the family are wasps, and they're eating this like lava form version of the teacher. And the teacher's just like in fucking agony, and they're like pouring acid on him and shit, and he's just like, just kill me, just kill me. And he fucking like gives birth to some more larvae, and he's like, run children, run. But like, it's just fucking funny, and it's just ridiculous, and it's just top form, and it is definitely worth watching if you're a Rick and Morty fan. And even if you've never seen Rick and Morty, just watch it. You could probably start from this episode having never seen any other episodes of Rick and Morty, and you just still find it funny. It's still fucking hilarious. But yeah, I would give this episode, season 4, episode 1, a big, massive A. I'll stick a big A there, as in like A for acceptable. Really good. Love it. Brilliant. So yeah, I may do some more reviews of this series as it goes along, because it is a funny series, but I don't want to do like every single one because that would just become a little bit tiresome, I think. So maybe do like the last episode, or maybe just do one somewhere in the middle, or if any particular episode really like I find funny and shit, then I will do it. But yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching me ramble on about Rick and Morty, a show that I really love, a show I've loved from the beginning because it's fucking funny and I like funny shit. So I love you very much. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Life is meaningless, so when does it ever end?